So, alright, so I think it's ready. Yep, we're live. Okay. Hello, YouTube. Again, this is, Scourge 27-1. I almost said Amethyst. But, and I'm here with Novi D, who plays Rachel.
Hi.
And Genevieve, who played Paige.
Hello.
And we're here to talk about Chapter 2. And I think that Chapter 2 needs to be talked about because Chapter 2 was just downright mean. And I should know because I wrote it. But who was it the meanest to? I think it's plain obvious who it was the meanest to. Poor Paige! Just the psychological trauma! Wait, what'd you say?
Oh.
I think someone got cut off when I was saying it, so what was that?
Oh no, I think that was mine. I had to, mute the video.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so, yeah. And Jen, you can respond to that because you were Paige. How did it feel to be insulted so cruelly by your best friend?
Horrible. My feels were steamrolled into a pancake.
And then they were crushed repeatedly by the heaviest truck in existence.
True. Well, you lost blood.
Exactly. It's just like it's not enough. She was already in a lot of pain.
Beating a dead horse, essentially. Just no, it must die. It's like it's already dead. It must die. Like no.
Well, this is what you get for calling me Amethyst. I am Scourge. I don't even look like her. Oh, but you look like her for a minute. Remember, when she, when you said Amethyst's name, her eyes turned blue.
True, I saw that, and I'm like, something's going on there.
It's like a little small piece of Amethyst was still inside of Scourge.
Maybe. Here's a theory. It's not. It's a game. Just kidding. It's not a game theory. Here's a theory. Maybe Scourge is lying. I don't know. Probably.
Well, we all know that Amethyst is coming back, but that does not mean that that's the way. You know, we had a fan theory earlier this week saying that she said that when I can't remember the exact conversation, but I was basically telling her that because she called Scourge Amethyst, that she's going to come to her house and kill her. And she's like, well, then I'll call them, and then we can save her, Paige, Gretchen, and she said Kira, but I think she meant to write Rachel. And I'm just like, that's not how they're going to save Amethyst for one. That's not how you bring her back. I think she completely forgot what happened in Chapter 1, how they were explaining that Dash is going to do it. Not going to say how just yet, because that would be spoilers.
True. And nobody needs spoilers like the Steven Universe bombs that Cartoon Network had done a year ago. No one needs that.
I can't remember which spoiler you're talking about, because I love Steven Universe.
The one with the diamonds, right? No, the Steven, I think it was Steven bombs, they're called Steven bombs, apparently, by the fandom, and, I think it was of upcoming episodes back in, season 4, or the beginning of season 5, I don't know, it was, mini clips from the episode. Are you talking about the podcast? It wasn't the podcast, it was they were, mini clips from episodes that were being released way before the episode actually came out. So people were getting slight things spoiled for them because they weren't trailers. They were just actual pieces of the episode. Oh, okay.
Well, that is just mean. It's like we're gonna give you a hint of what's about to happen, and but that's all. Just a small little tidbit. Although we did give them the preview of what's about to happen, and that's a special thanks to Jen, because she drew the preview. I forgot to introduce that, and when we were beginning.
That was so much fun to draw, honestly. And I actually rewatched it. Like, I watched it, like, I watched it twice in a row, because I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I was actually loved the trailer. I was just like, holy crap.
Well, you drew it. You're supposed to love your work.
True. But
of course.
I wasn't expecting it to come together so great, and I'm like, wow, that worked. Because, like, sometimes when I work on a project, either by myself or with somebody else, it doesn't come out the way I think it does, and then I'm like, all right. But this one came out, like, a lot better than I thought it would. I'm like, oh, okay.
When we were doing the recording for her, for Genevieve's lines, I remember, it's even in the adorable little, there were so many bloopers in this episode, I couldn't pick which ones I didn't want to use. So it's even in the bloopers where we were talking about how Rachel should just be quiet because they're going to kill her. But I did love all the smackdown that Rachel was bringing, so thank you, Novi.
She was just asking for it.
I know she was. But rightly so. I mean, Rachel's never been one to keep her opinions tucked in.
No.
And I bet none of the people saw it coming that the legend that she told Will would come back. I had a reason for bringing it into the series. Any thoughts from you two as to what the legend means?
Those guardians shown in the, like, artwork on your channel, basically, those statues that you have to go present them with the good and evil kind of thing? Is that it?
I hate to have to say it, but that's actually kind of accurate.
Because I know you were talking about Neverending Story, and you mentioned that, so.
Yeah, I do love Neverending Story, but who doesn't love the Neverending Story?
Honestly, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, Jen! Why?
I've seen clips from it, and I nearly cried out of it was an out of context scene, and it was the scene of, like, the horse drowning.
Oh my god, Artex, that scene.
Yeah, even out of context, I almost cried. I was like, no, you can't do that to a horse.
Well, it was in the Lake of Sorrow, I think. What was the name of that lake?
I don't remember what it was called, but I know it was, like, the longer you stay in there, like, the more, like, the more, like, depressed or sad you get, and, like, the more sad you get, the more you, like,
sink.
Sink. Yeah, you sink into the thing, and he's like, no, horse, no, and he starts sinking, and it was so sad watching that out of context. It was like, oh God, what have you done?
Well, I can think of a thing that they've done. They've crushed our hearts. You know, I recently got a review for Zim's First Love, and the person says, like, why couldn't you have made this into a happy ending? I'm crying right now. And I'm like, because
it pushes the story forward. Because it's a Vader Zim.
That is not what I said. I actually said because animes don't not all animes end happy, so why should my story?
Also, like, Vader Zim really doesn't have a happy ending, like, ever. Oh.
Well, it depends on whose side you're on.
That's true.
I mean, if you take a look at the Wetning, well, technically that didn't have a happy ending for either Zim or Dib, because at the end, Zim got his head stuck in the toilet.
Yeah. And he pretty much died.
But then it came back in the next episode. How?
Family Guy logic. Vader Zim, anything can happen.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Somehow. We shouldn't question it. It's just gonna make our heads hurt, like questioning Grr logic.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Quoting my own episodes here. So, So I guess I should ask this. Jen, what was your favorite part of the latest episode?
I don't, cause like, that's hard, cause like, I liked how it came out, and I think, okay, so there are two things that I like, that were like really, really funny and really my favorite. Well, not funny. Well, one of them's funny. So like, I liked the two scenes of just Wrath looking like he was just done with everybody and everything. And I also thought, I kind of liked the scene where Scourge is imitating Amethyst and tricking Paige into thinking she's really there, which I think like is another one of my favorites because of the fact that it's so evil that it's genius.
I know, it really does show how different Scourge is from Amethyst. I mean, she would never do that. I mean, granted, Amethyst was planning on destroying the Earth. Yes, that was true, but she wasn't lying when she told Jess in one of Hearts and Arrows chapters that she wanted to save Paige and her family because she'd grown to really like her. And the fact that Paige came and still wanted to save her even after she found out the truth. That shows how good of friends they are. This is why that scene was so evil.
I know, like, that scene in PvP in that season, it was great. That scene where she's like, I don't care that she's an alien. Yeah, she probably lied to me, but she's still my friend. And I'm like, huh? Yes, Paige!
Best friend ever!
I know, I was just like, oh, that's so cute, and that warms my heart. It's, yes.
And that just made this chapter even more heartbreaking for everyone. And, oh my gosh, I loved how Gretchen, even though she was being, tortured the whole time, she basically came out of nowhere and just jumped on top of Victoria. Me and Gretchen's VA had to improv what was being said. Of course, she's not very good at improving, so I had to kind of lead her with the idea at first.
Yeah, I'm not quite there yet with improv either.
Well, she's really talented when it comes to making dolls. You should see this adorable little bear that she made. Plus, she made me my Grr little toy a couple of years ago, so I'll give her credit. She's definitely great at what she is when she tries.
That's great.
Of course, she's good at playing Gretchen too.
Yeah.
And let's see. Well, even though it got her into a lot of trouble, I did really love it when Rachel was being, just bringing down the smack talk. Even to Doom, she still brought it down.
True. Like, she didn't care. She was like, I don't care who you are. Don't insult me or my family.
Exactly. I mean, I love that line when she's defended her dad like that.
Rachel just doesn't care at all. That's what I like about her.
Yeah, she's like one of the toughest girl characters I've created. And it's funny that she ends up with such a dork.
Such a cute pairing, and I love it.
I know. Christmas. Okay, let's see. Oh, and you know that the part when she spit on Scourge, that's actually inspired by a Disney movie. Can either one of you girls guess which movie it is?
I'm trying to think of which one it was. I have a feeling it's one that I haven't seen in years, and I can't remember the scene from it.
What about you, Novi? Do you
I feel the same way, because it's probably something I either haven't seen ever, or, forgotten about.
Alright, I guess I'll have to tell you too. It was inspired by, the scene from Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I thought it was a movie that I haven't seen in years.
Well, there's a
Saw that
scene
one more recently.
when Frodo just basically gave Frollo. Gosh, I said Frodo. That's not even his name. He gave Esmeralda a choice: choose me or the fire, and then she just spits on his face. I actually had to use that sound effect for the scene because it was just like that was the perfect sound effect. Plus, I didn't think I could find a better spit sound effect. Speaking of sound effects, that was hilarious in the bloopers when you were just like, I need the sound effect of you getting slapped, and you slap yourself. I'm like, no! That's not what I meant!
Alright.
Oh, Jen, you're so silly. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, to be fair, I watched Hunchback of Notre Dame in French because it was French class, so I had to watch the entire thing in French. The subtitles, so I don't remember much.
Well, to be fair on their part, it is takes place in Paris, so you were kind of watching it accurately.
Yeah, but you're trying to read the subtitles as best you can and figure out what's going on. It's hard. And I had never seen it before in French class, so I don't know the English version. I've never seen the English version.
Well, that needs to be something correct, because that's one of the darkest Disney movies, and that's one of the things I love about it.
I read the book, though. Like the original.
I think the book is worse than the Disney thing, because Disney likes to tame movies, and frankly, I don't want to read the book. I don't want to read, everybody dying. No, thank you. I know I do it, but I don't like it when I see it on my shows.
Yeah, the ending of the book is pretty depressing.
Which is, even though some people hate the sequel, I really like it because, spoiler alert, he gets a girl, and I'm like, thank you! Hunchback deserved a girl! But, what can you do? Writers do the way they want it. And some people do have a good point. The second one's villain wasn't as... You cannot top Frodo, though. I mean, Frollo, I did it again. What do you want from me? It's a French Disney name. I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing it.
It's fun.
Yeah. Okay, so let me think. Another topic. Well, I guess Sylvia got what she wanted. She wanted Amethyst to be taken over by Doom. I think she regrets it now.
Yep.
Because her and Scourge did not get along.
Not at all.
I think they literally fought outside of the room. It was hilarious. I even got them to move with stop motion kind of thing. It was fun to do it like that. And I got to improv that whole all those lines with Scourge when she was talking smack down to Scourge. I ain't Sylvia. Gosh, their names both start with an S. I have to say that I really liked the fact that that neither one of them liked to take it from the other. They fight back.
Makes it more entertaining.
Yeah, it does. Oh, and I have to give the props to Rowan, who plays Sylvia. That burn that she delivered to Scourge was so perfect. It was, oh gosh, even though it ended up making her want to hurt her even more. And did you guys notice that they eventually didn't even have the remote, but they still continued to fight?
I didn't actually notice that, but that is funny.
And it's right there beside Raph in the picture. And it's just like, guys, the thing you first started fighting over is gone. Can we get back to not embarrassing Doom, please? Oh boy. That's another reason why Raph is just like, oh my gosh, this is what I have to deal with. This is who I have to work with for the next, who knows how long this plan's going to pan out. Gosh. This is embarrassing. Okay.
Sorry about the side conversation. My mom walked in.
That's okay. Let's see. What else? Well, I didn't ask Novi. Novi, what's your favorite scene from this particular episode?
I think it might be the Amethyst tricking Paige scene as well. I just really like the effects, how you could see it from Paige's point of view, how she's so disoriented, and it's pretty easy for Scourge to trick her, probably just because of the blood loss, that she can't see properly and thinks that she looks like Amethyst, and just the way that you can hear the voices all echoey and everything, because she's like having trouble keeping up with the situation because of the blood loss there, and also just Rachel talking back to Doom, just like, I don't care what you do, I'm not gonna keep my mouth shut.
I know, it was funny. And it's and I like the way I did the shock parts of the drawing. And is it wrong for me to feel a little bit sorry for Zach? That was funny when Tanner kept on like being all sad and broken down at the end during the bloopers.
Oh hey, Rowan enjoyed the chat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she just said meow.
Nice.
Should we invite her to the Skype conversation?
I don't mind. I don't see the thing. Just tell her if she wants to come, that's fine. I thought that Sydney said she was busy. No, wait, Sydney said she was busy. I got them mixed up. And plus there's the fact that I thought she'd still be at church.
Oh, she said, it isn't wrong to feel bad for Zach. There's a latency on the chat.
Well, of course it isn't wrong to feel bad for Zach, because she's saying that because she plays his love interest.
Fair enough.
But we remember that Zach was also asking for it too. I mean, he was, oh my gosh, that reminds me, Jess. Oh gosh, she showed his true colors in this episode.
Oh, she also said something else in the chat. I didn't go to church. The weather was too foggy, but I think I'm going to go out for breakfast. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So let's get that topic out there then. Gosh, we used to have Paige used to have a real thing for Jess. Now I don't think she does. I mean, even before the whole reveal that he's an alien bent on hurting her brother and stuff, but like this kind of monster was deep inside of him. It's like, gosh, Paige, what did you see in him?
She also said, poor Paige.
I know, it is sad. But Jen, what do you think now that you see the bloodlust, the evil that Jess is?
Yeah, at first I was just like, man, Jess is kind of evil. Now I'm like, he's more even eviler than I thought he was before. So that's a thing, I guess.
And the idea of cutting off your, using an axe to cut off arms was from Victoria. Eesh. And I don't know if people were able to hear it, but there was Scourge literally said that I'm going to rip off Rachel's ears and feed them to her as a result of her spitting in her face. It's just like, ew. Gross. Self-cannibalism.
She said something else. She said, I understand Paige just broke her heart, although honestly I wouldn't have broke up with him just for being an alien. Knowing he hurt my best friend, yes, that's a good reason. I would have broken up with him. You heard Paige was hot and blonde, and he was really mellow, or at least his fake personality was talk about a wolf in sheep's clothing, am I right?
Yeah, he was definitely a wolf in sheep's clothing, but that it never was the fact that he was an alien that made Paige want to break up with him. The fact that he was hurting her brother and wanting to hurt her best friend, that's what was the last straw. The same.
Also, Kid Classic said he wants to join in.
Well, we're kind of experiencing technical difficulties, and last time I tried to have him join in, it didn't work out so well. Remember, my iPod's still bad.
So he doesn't have Skype at all?
No, he doesn't have Skype. He just has Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I don't really want to try again. It had bad results last time.
He says it's okay.
All right, let's see what else. Well, I guess we could take some questions. Are there any questions that are besides Rowan or Kid Classic?
Someone's a tip typing.
That was me.
Alright.
I'm using a desktop, so I have a physical keyboard.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. It's a classic. It's 10 years old. Something like that.
Nice. I'm just on my laptop, so I don't have a retractable keyboard.
I'm on my laptop working diligently on people's Christmas presents.
Yeah, I'm just on my gaming PC. Rowan said, Jess is the root of all evil, and so is Doom, but I cannot love Sylvia.
You cannot hate Sylvia.
Oh, I can't not love Sylvia, sorry. It's a double negative.
Well, I think that there are some things about Sylvia that we can actually respect. Her dedication, for one, and her drive, for another. I think that's actually related, though. But it's just this. I did kind of really like how this chapter showed that she really does care for Zach. I mean, she ran up to those flames and put them out. And Zach turned off the rain just in time. If he had not had it going, then she would have been hurt.
Oh, okay.
Well, we all know what rainwater does to Urkins.
Yeah, but I didn't know about magic rainwater, because the whole reason they were hurt by rainwater was because of the pollution.
True, but it's still rain. And, the Scourge has an umbrella.
There's a new person. Envy Stars said, hey.
Oh, I think that's, probably, is that, Envy, who's, one of my new, VAs? I'm not sure.
Do you know if they have Skype?
I know if it's her, she has Skype, but I don't see her online on Skype, so it probably isn't her.
And we also got another person, Music Nerd,
That's
period
me.
A. So, oh, that's you.
Is it?
I'm just saying hi.
There we go. All right. Well, I've been starting the topics. How about one of you do start a topic?
So what's it like to draw all the panels? What's your process there?
Okay, that is actually a very good question. Okay, so, well, I'm about to start drawing chapter 17 of Bloody, so I guess I could start explaining that way. Once I wake up, I just watch an anime or something, usually the shortest things I have. And then after that, I will read through through the script and draw what is needed. And it can be difficult, especially when I have to draw characters that are taller than the normal cast. Used to be. I used to have to look at scenes from the old episodes of Invader Zim, but nowadays I can draw without looking, which shows how good of a how much progress I have made. I think one of the hardest things is designing the outfits, because I'm trying to make it so the outfits are different each chapter, especially in Bloody, because of the fact that, like, well, we're going into the past, and there's a lot of different kinds of outfits that the royals, or in their case, the wisest, the tallest, and the other royals should be wearing. And since we never got to go into the Irkin's past, I'm basically coming up with it on my own.
Yeah. How do I add someone to the conversation? Envy Stars wants to join. They gave me their Skype information.
I think that you befriend them, and then you add you plus it. Like, I think, is that how it works? I'm not
I don't think there's a way to friend people on Skype, though. You just have to message them, and then you can see them on your contacts.
Yeah, right. So just do it like that. I mean, I meant that when I said friend.
Okay. This picture.
I literally had to work till midnight last night, and I went to go see the new Wreck-It Ralph with my friends the night before, so I was up a lot of lateness, so I'm still kind of out of it.
So if I call them, will it just automatically add them to the conversation?
I think you have to push the plus, what you might
Oh,
want to...
okay, I see it now. I see what you mean.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I guess there must be a way to add them to friends because,
I think they have to accept your friend request.
Oh, okay, so yeah, she still hasn't accepted my invitation. I totally forgot. I have this many backgrounds.
Alright, let me see here. Well, Rachel wasn't wrong about Doom not being a very good, leader. I mean, he's the only matrices left. At least there are more Demonatas left than there are matrices.
Okay, I think she accepted my invitation. I'm just gonna try again.
Alright. Oh, there was one person on the reviews that said something like, I think Gretchen should have said, I am Kenshake or something. I can't remember the name.
Key Classes has a question. I have a pretty good question. Before Zim and Crystal fell in love, who was arranged to marry Crystal? Sorry.
Oh, you know what? Crystal didn't have any arranged marriages. That's something we're actually going to get to see a lot of Crystal's past later episodes of Bloody Sword Transfusion. So there was no arranged marriage. When it comes to the Wisest, they can rule on their own. Just some of them wanted to get married, other ones did not. I don't know if I've ever written one that didn't have a child, because you kind of need to have a child in order to continue the reign. And I think that if Zim had never met Crystal, probably Crystal would have ended up marrying someone that was really tall. I think that the tallest would not be very happy if it was a short person. Considering how much they love height in the Irkin Empire.
Oh, okay, I can just share a link to join it. Alright, that works too.
At least I think that that's, it would probably be that way. But there, like I said, there's going to be a lot of really cool stuff revealed in Bloody Sword Transfusion. That's one of the things I really like about it. Oh, so it is Sydney. I thought so. I already have her information. I mean, Envy. Hey, Envy.
Guys, what up?
I thought it might be you, but I thought you had a different Google name. Well, then it's good to have you back on the thing. If I had known that you were free, I would have asked you to join in the first place.
Yeah, I will be, like, extremely right back, though. I'm listening, except, gotta eat.
That's okay. Well, when she gets back and she can actually answer a question, what was your favorite part of the newest episode? If she ever comes back. Well, that would be her question. Is there any other questions from fans? Jen, are you still looking at the questions?
Yep.
Guess that's a no then.
Yeah.
Alright, let me start a topic then. Well, I don't want to reveal too much about what's coming in the next chapter, but we will be going back and forth this chapter between the heroes and the villains, so there's at least that. We're going to find out the aftermath of what happens to Rachel after getting, whipped 20 times. Yeah, that's what your smart mouth gets you, Rachel.
So what?
So, I think you should have just, not poked the bear.
Look whoever I want. Oh, Kid Classics has Skype now.
Let's see, oh, well, he says he has the Skype now. I guess we could, have him join, but the problem is I don't know. Ah, there it is. Now I'm working on this drawing. So difficult.
Get the Skype link on Skype. If you just send him that link, he can get in.
Alright. Let me just see about this. Where did you send it?
Did you want me to send it on Facebook?
No, I'm still looking thing. Oh. Okay, so just well, we had to get a Skype. We got a Skype name that quickly. Our phone is right there, and that's the thing that has the Skype and the stuff. Did not really want to use my phone. Let me just try and see if I can.
Maybe I'll just ask him for a Skype name.
Yeah, it probably might be the better option.
Okay, hey, I'm back. Well, a little bit, but hey.
Alright. Hey, Sydney, now here's your question. What was your favorite part of the latest episode?
I think my favorite part would... Shoot, I can't even remember.
Not Sydney. That is, Genevieve. I'm getting the names mixed up. There's too many people. No, not Genevieve. It was actually Envy. See? This is what happens to me.
It's fine.
No, it's embarrassing is what it is. So, well, I think when I actually got to show you the episode before it premiered,
Yeah.
was it better to see it on YouTube, or was it easier, or was seeing it like on my television screen easier? I bet it's the YouTube version though.
Well, I like both, but watching it with like you guys, like on your laptop or TV, whatever it was, I don't remember.
It was my television.
It gave like another feeling to it, like whoa. You get to experience that with like other people with you.
True. It is a lot more fun to watch it with each other. I did love watching chapter 1 with Tanner. He's the one who plays them, and Shadow and Zach and Doom. And I have to say, he said the whole he did say that Scooge was crying like a baby, and he is kind of right. He was crying like a baby, but it's his niece that just died. He has every right to cry like a baby.
Right?
Although the way I worded it probably could have been a bit better. I mean, like, I could have sounded a bit more, like, sad and just broken, the way I said, when I was doing that scene. But I think that I really wanted to get in what he was trying to tell Huan, and he needed to stay. The other way you could interpret that is that he was trying to have a straight face for Huan, because Huan didn't need to get all, like, emotional too, although he still did, and became literally tiny. Oh, that brings up a question I bet not many people were thinking about. How is it that Huan is able to change size like that so easily?
I don't know.
Well, it's actually going to be revealed a lot, and Genevieve, you know.
Yep, I do. No spoiling stuff.
Yeah, not spoiling. You know, it's actually kind of funny. Recently I was like, oh man, Jen's not going to get a part until, like, way later. And then I realized, oh wait, no, she does play a character in the past. Stupid. I forgot about your character and I felt like such an idiot.
If it's the same one you're thinking of, I even drew a human version of them, so.
Wait, you drew a human version of you know who? I don't remember you showing me that picture.
Hold on, I'll send you a pic. Hold on. Because if it's the same person, oh crap. If it's the same person, like you're talking about, then it's, yeah. Here, hold on. Alright. Send it to you.
Well, I don't want to hear that.
There we go. Alright, that's better. Oh, by the way, I told Novi that I was done with her Christmas present. Well, actually, I'm done with everybody's. I've drawn everybody's Christmas presents. I said I was going to be giving them Christmas presents. I just have to color them. And let me just say, they turned out great, and I also drew other pictures in Christmassy themes. I was on a roll. And I'm so happy about how well they turned out. Okay, I'm looking at what she sent me.
That one, right?
Yep, that's her.
Yep, thought so. Yep. It is the same person. Alright.
And of course, we know that Novi's going to have some characters that she plays in the past. I almost said the future. No, we're in the present, and there's no going to the future because, well, that just creates very bad things. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, you know, which I am. I need to do a lot of catching up of Doctor Who right now because, like, I'm so behind. And it's and I really like the new Doctor, being a girl and all.
Oh, Jodie Whittaker's brilliant.
Let me see. Well, that's another good thing about this particular season. Going back in time, we're referencing Doctor Who the whole time. Although I bet lots of people can guess from the trailer, the person who's taking back and helping go back in time is Crystal. Because she's right there in the freaking trailer, so that gave that away.
Back to work.
Oh, it's okay. Again, and I don't know how that would work. I mean, like, what we could do is have it on my television and have the background of it, but I don't know how we could put it on the screen of the live stream, so I guess that wouldn't work too. But we'd have to plan to make sure there was a good day when everybody was off, or at least when everybody didn't have, like, the impending doom of work, like I do, and, Jen has to leave eventually to go out somewhere, and I'm not even dressed for work. Not a good thing.
Work.
I wish that this was my job, making these episodes. I wish I could get paid, but if I got paid for making these episodes, copyright infringement, I'd go to jail. I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So it literally came out like I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? There's supposed to be 12. Where's the 12th drawing that I had to do for 12 Days of Christmas? I think I misscanned one. There should
Hold on,
be
Kick
12.
Classic just said something. You should submit your ideas to the show staff. That would be pretty.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to do that.
Well, I mean, they are on social media.
True.
Like Twitter, Instagram. I have a Twitter.
Well, let's see how good the movie goes. The movie might ruin everything we love about Invader Zim, or it might make it awesome. It's hard to say.
But I mean, they have all the original people working on it, so it's not like Teen Titans Go where they have none of the original people working on it except for the voice actors.
Well, yeah, but didn't they say that, but I had this one guy who was, talking about the ideas of it, and, oh, this is bad. My mom just got home. She's gonna want me to help her out with the groceries, so I might have to leave for a few minutes. I don't get it. I know I drew 12, so how is it that there's only 11 on here?
The Invisible Man stole it.
Okay, so there's Novi's, Sylvia's voice actor, Sydney's, Dark Horse of Casey's, Genevieve's, Faith's, Envy's, and then there are the other ones that are just for me, because I wanted to draw other characters' Christmases, too. And I just don't see how it ends up being 11 and not 12. Maybe I counted wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yes, I've got 12 here. So there should be 12 on my computer. Well, then I'll just go through them and see which ones I'm missing. Wait a minute, is that the one I'm missing? The one where, of Div's family at Christmas time?
Oh, Kid Classics asks, wait, is there some 12 Days of Christmas stuff for me as well? Did you draw something?
No, I didn't ask him for, what he wanted for Christmas. I just wanted to ask, select few people. Alright, I gotta go help my mom. Be right back.
Okay. Sorry, I had to cough.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm not used to this type of headset at work. I could just push the mute button.
Oh, you have one of those headsets.
Yeah, well, at work I do, but here I don't. It's just a headset.
Oh no.
Looking to get a better one. This is just a $3 headset.
Oh yeah.
Found in the bargain
It works,
bin.
it works. I mean,
It works, yeah. And then a $2 Chinese audio card, so it works better.
nice.
$5 headset.
If it's inexpensive and it works, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I record all my lines on this headset and everything. Turns out pretty good. Yeah, hoping to get a better one for Christmas though. It's not very comfortable.
Oh, hold on. King Classic just said something. I could just still say stuff in the live chat and still be part of the stream, right? I guess. I don't know how live streams work, honestly. That's why I don't do them.
Well, they record all the comments and everything, and we would be able to respond to them because we're looking at the screen. That's the chat, rather.
Yeah. Also, I'm also just kind of looking through the fan art that I've drawn for the series, and one of them is actually, you know the Draw the Squad stuff, right?
Have it ready right when you get home.
No?
Oh, you don't know? Okay, so there are these, like, things. I'll send like, an example of, like, a Draw the Squad, the chat.
Well, I need to know. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the chat, but it's funny because
When you get home. Yeah. Who are you talking to? My friend.
it's
Okay. So, and you gotta
like there are these photos that
and you need to eat
have
pig.
that have like people and like cartoonish people in them,
I can eat there.
and they're an artist challenge, and you just draw characters or your friends and you in the places of these people.
Okay, I think I might have seen one like that for a different fandom though.
All right, let me just go through it and see. Okay, I'm back, by the way, you guys.
All right, I'll send you a good one. I'll send in the chat a good one here.
Okay, I found that one.
Draw the Squad.
So what were you two talking
Okay,
about?
Yeah, I've definitely seen that.
So I drew one, and it's not that one, but a different one. And the first time I saw it while I was like watching the series and stuff, and I immediately thought of like 3 characters in their relationship. I'm like, got it. This is immediately yes. I don't know if Bro will let me send it to the chat, but it's hilarious.
Go ahead and send it to the chat. And I'm here, you guys, but you didn't hear me.
Oof, alright. Good to know you're back. I'm gonna send it because it's hilarious. Alright, here. I like drew it when I was bored one time and I'm like, this is it. This is what I want to do. It's from one of the Draw the Squad pictures. It's a real life Draw the Squad though.
Oh, I know what I should be doing. I should grab a pencil and put a check mark on the drawing if I find it, and that'll tell me which ones are not on my computer. Didn't think of that before.
I'm trying to find that one that I saw for Draw the Squad.
Yeah.
Dude,
I sent the one I drew.
There it is. Okay. And check for this one. For that one. Oh, by the way, Jen, your drawings of future characters helped me out a lot with my Christmas drawings.
Nice. Here's the original picture that I pasted off of.
Nice. Hi.
Hello.
I live.
Oh, so, let's see. I don't know what topic to start now. One of you guys want to start a topic?
Oh,
I'm hearing you in stereo right now.
Classic, Kid Classic just said something else. The first thing I thought when the episode actually started was not even 2 seconds in, and it's already messed up.
Oh yeah, of course one of my friends at work made a comment. They were like, you know that there's a way to misinterpret Victoria loving of the I hate to say it, whipping Gretchen, and I'm like, why do some people get a kick out of that? I don't get that.
For a second, I was lost for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what?
saying, I'm like, oh, the episode.
They're probably thinking of something along the lines of 50 Shades of Grey.
I've actually never seen that.
Maybe. I don't know. Never seen the movie, but yeah. Or read the book.
I don't think I want to see the movie if it has something that graphic in it. I don't get that. Why would you find that something like being whipped or hurt during, being good for a relationship or you in any way?
Because a lot of people are messed up in the head, dude. Like,
yeah.
No offense. Like, that's just how it is.
Got a $200 refund from TSU.
What?
What I said.
Oh, that's weird.
Should have received notice about it.
Trying to get some friends of mine to come join the live stream. This is some bullshit.
Who just joined the live stream?
Who was that?
I'm trying to have some friends of mine and my boyfriend to come join the live stream. Trying to tell them that, hey, come join.
I figured out what the picture was that I'm missing. It's Dib's family. That's what I thought. I did not see their pictures in here anyway, so that is the one that I can't find. Of course, Dib's family is the one I forget. No, that can't be Dib thing. Well, he's not exactly looking very happy in the picture, but it's understandable because he's being overprotective dad. A lot of these pictures are future pictures. Which is
So how are you guys?
We're good.
Pretty good.
there we go. Now I'll just crop it and save it. Now all the pictures are there. Gretchen and Dib's family at Christmas. You have to wonder what kind of a dad Dib's gonna be.
Oh, Speaking of Grown Up Dib, you guys seen or listened to the audiobook Saving Zim?
Wait, what?
There's an audiobook.
Hold on.
That sounds familiar. Isn't that a fanfic?
Yeah, it is a fan fiction. It's like a fan novel, actually, because there's like 41 chapters in it. Really good. And guy, I think it's Pirate Monkey something, they started doing a audiobook, and I got addicted to it. There's only 8 chapters out so far, but it's so good. I can send you guys a link if you want to check it out.
Definitely send us a link. Although I have to wonder, is this one of those where Dib is taking care of Zim?
That would be fun.
That's kind of the one, yeah. If you've heard of that one, yeah, he is taking care of Zim, like, in his old age. Like, Zim's getting, like, geriatric a little bit. But he doesn't want Dib to take care of him. He still hates him and everything. But, like, Dib's, like, kind of softened up because Zim hasn't tried to take over the earth in, like, 10 years, so.
Isn't that where his pack starts to, like, shut down? Like, it's slowly shutting down, and he's just like,
that's the one. And it's so depressing.
He's literally just falling apart slowly throughout the entire thing, and it's like, no, stop!
I've seen that one.
Okay, but have you guys seen that, I can't remember who, here, I think it's on my save, yeah, so, have y'all ever heard of the Discount Smeet?
I don't think so. No.
Heard of what?
Oh, it's another fanfic, and actually it's right, I think it was like two fanfics above, saving Zim, because it was, because those two had just been updated, and I didn't even know it had updated until now, and there's like 2 or 3 chapters, and it's really good. Actually, I could send you guys the link to the fanfic. It's really cool. I love it. Yes.
Okay, that's funny, I guess.
It's adorable, because it's basically where Dib is in adult at this point, and he travels through space and rarely comes home back to Earth.
Okay.
And in the beginning, he stops for fuel at an unknown planet and finds this like and it's kind of like almost like a black marketplace, and he like the black market but in real life, you know. And it's he stops there, and there's like this trader or whatever, and he has this like crate full of Erkin's meats, and there's one that's like super malnourished, and he's not eating like the rest of the others, and he's like, I'll take that one, please. So and you know.
Oh, I remember you showing me this thing, but I never got into it because I hadn't tried it yet. There's so many things I have to try, and it's not good. There's this My Little Pony fan fiction reader that I love to listen to, and he's literally made 8 chapters of this new one, and I haven't even started the first chapter, and that's how behind I am. Bad me.
That was me with Saving Zim for like the longest time. I subscribed to the channel probably like 3 months ago, and then only maybe a week ago I actually listened to it.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Did anyone see Kid Classics, or I think it's Casey, I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah, I saw the comment. What if some Zader walked up to your face?
I was confused. I'm confused.
I'm
Me
so
too.
confused about that one. I'm like, what? I'm just gonna say what?
Well, I think that here's a good question. Who do you think that Doom was talking about at the very end of the latest chapter? Who is he gonna go see?
I don't know, cause like I don't know if Doom's like a big old mama's boy.
Wait,
But I
his
think
his mom's already dead.
Oh, no! You sweet bean. You don't know. It was in like I think this no, it was in Hearts and Arrows. His mom died.
I don't know. I didn't get to fully like go through everything.
Oh no!
I have to rewatch everything.
What?
Your pain.
You didn't even
You
see
ever
Doom's
have.
mother died? And he was basically the one who killed her. That's Ella. I mean, yeah. Not Ella, the gosh names. Ella is Shadow's mom. I'm thinking of Eva. That's why. Of course I named Eva after my grandmother.
Whoa.
What?
You should probably go see what KC just said. That's a whole nother thing I ain't touching.
Oh no.
Oh no!
What'd he say?
Nah, dude.
I've seen reaction videos, like
Lemon.
really funny animation ones, that sort of
I
thing.
would have just said lemon.
You could have just.
Because we all know what lemon means. Probably.
I
Yes.
don't.
Okay.
Oh, you sweet you sweet poor person.
Wait, did someone just say they didn't know what lemon was?
Yeah.
Yes, someone did.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They're gonna interrupt you.
Innocent child. Don't spoil yourself with this deep web of the internet. Don't do it. Don't look it up,
Don't look
please.
it up. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't ruin your innocence, please.
Okay, I won't look.
Oh, I figured out what lemon was at age 11. Do not spoil. Don't be as.
Really on my ears.
Keep yourself as innocent as you possibly can for as long as you can. Don't do it. It's
Sure.
trash.
Don't do it.
Okay, let's see. Well, Envy joined the chat a little bit later. So, did you notice how Scourge's eye turned blue right when Paige said her name as Amethyst?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I found them. I'm gonna actually like I'm hoping won't be like, I get in trouble for this. That's fucking cool. That was really cool.
Well, I mean, you won't get in trouble for that, and I'm glad that you thought it was cool. It kind of shows that even though Scourge is in complete control of Amethyst Vi, it's also kind of shows how much of a bond her Paige and Amethyst have. Another reason why Scourge had to put the smackdown on Paige. I think that if Scourge was allowed to, she would definitely kill Paige. She was close to doing it too.
I've seen it.
I mean, gosh, using that sword, it was just she was just so out for blood.
Yikes.
Why are we echoing?
I don't know. Someone's got the YouTube actually probably on sound is probably the problem.
Yeah, it'll probably be me over here. I had my phone right here on my leg, and YouTube's playing, so I'm like, that's why I'm reading the comments. I'm like,
Okay, I got mine on mute.
yeah, no, I'm probably gonna I can't mute mine because mine's on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Stop muting my whole damn thing.
Let's see what else could be said before we end this, because I've got to eat and I've got to head for work and stuff. Any ideas from you girls?
What's the question again?
I was saying, like, this chat needs to end soon because we all gotta go places. I've got to go to work, and I know that Jen said something about needing to go somewhere. So, how do we end this?
Have a great day, guys.
I guess that's the best way to say it. Well,
Now I'm gonna go bug my boyfriend because I got nothing better else to do.
Nice.
Well, I hope that you enjoy bugging your boyfriend.
Thank you. Have fun at work. Have fun with whatever you guys are gonna do. Have fun.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh crap.
Bye, YouTube.